Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah. Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah.
Alhamdulillah, wa salat, wa salam ala wa rasulullah. Welcome to another session of Sunnahfollowers Hadith class. And this is the Bukhari Heart Softeners. This is a class wherein we are discussing the Hadiths from Sahih Bukhari in the chapter known as the Heart Softeners. Heart Softeners being Hadiths that are designed to soften your heart and open it up and make it more receptive to Allah, to his commands, to his rules, and in hopes that you will change the condition of yourself to that which is pleasing to Allah. And with that said, let's put the hadith for discussion up on the screen for today. And this hadith is narrated by Abu Wail. He said that before Khabbab was a very well-known, respected original companion of the Prophet. He was dying. He was sick and was dying. And when the other people heard, the Tabi'in heard that this great man was dying, they went to visit him. And when they went to visit him, he started talking about how it was when the Prophet ﷺ was alive. He said, we migrated with the Prophet for the sake of Allah, and our money became due on Allah. Some of us die without even having received any payment for the sacrifices we made for Allah. He said, and one person who died was Mus'ab bin Umar. This was a guy who died on the day of the Battle of Uhud. He came from a very wealthy, rich family, but didn't even have a piece of cloth to shroud him in. He said, but then you see that I'm still living because all these companions had died and he was one of the few of the originals left. He said, on the other hand, some of us have lived to see the fruits of our good deeds and have lived to benefit from the sacrifices we made for the sake of Allah. But this just goes to show how even at the face of death, even when death is upon you, the believer is unlike the hypocrite. The believer is unlike the kafir. Even at death, the believer still questions whether or not there's something he can do to make his fate be even better with Allah. And here, this is a companion who sacrificed everything for the sake of Allah, but still felt that he was lacking in something. We die today, we think that we know our deen. We think we're all good Muslims and we don't even think about death. We live the life of this world, reaping the benefits of this world, enjoying our families, our children, our money and stuff. And we don't think that perhaps there's something that we can work on to better our relationship with Allah. But those companions weren't like us. They were better than us. They were constantly, up until the angel of death pulled their soul from their body, they were always, thinking, what can I do? What can I do to better my relationship with Allah? What sacrifices can I give up in this world, to show Allah, to prove to Allah that I put him before everything in it? Many of us don't do that. You can look at your Facebook pages and see that. Many of you are enjoying the life of this world. You're caught up in it. What sacrifices are you willing to make for Allah? Like Khabbab made, like the original companions made. Anyone would like to share any thoughts on this hadith? Okay, well, this is just a hadith that goes hand in hand with what we're discussing in our Tawheed class about how the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam encouraged us to never forget the destroyer of pleasure and the destroyer of this life enjoyment, which is death, because death can come upon us at any moment. The question is, what sacrifices have we made? What preparations have we made for it? Have we grown closer to Allah over the course of the years that Allah has given us life? Or have we grown further away from him? Do we prove every day of our life that Allah comes first? Or do we show through the choices we make in life that this world is what's important? I'd like to thank everybody for joining. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik.